Hi, I'm Patti Gribow, guest reporter for the Desert Sun here at the beautiful Renaissance Indian Wells. Tonight's a very, very special night for Sacred Heart School, as Cardinal Timothy Dolan, Archbishop of New York, is going to be here speaking to a sold-out crowd of 800 for the 12th annual actual fundraiser here for Sacred Heart School. My continuing conversation with Cardinal Timothy Dolan, Archbishop of New York, and Father Howard Lincoln, pastor of Sacred Heart Church. Also, in the same way as you were talking about bringing people together, it's not just the Jews that are seeing so much hatred right now. So many Christians are being slaughtered around the world by the.
I often quote Ron Lauder, who's president of the World Jewish Congress, who says that the greatest persecution today is of Christians throughout the world. And I so appreciate the solidarity that our Jewish neighbors throughout the world. In fact, Patti, they will often prod us. They'll come up to me and say, you got to speak up more loudly about Christians who are under the gun. We Jews know. We know what'll happen if you don't speak up and defend yourself and draw attention to it. Don't do it. To make sure you don't take this. Make sure you come together and speak up. They're leading us. They're showing us a way. A year or so ago, the Anti-Defamation League paid me a high honor of asking me to address their convention. And what got the loudest cheers when I said, what'll bring Jews and Catholics together even more is that at this moment, somewhere in the world, there's a Jew or a Catholic in the crosshairs of a fanatic's rifle. And the place rose to its feet, but that's true. Pope Benedict and now Pope Francis often refer to what they call the ecumenism of martyrdom. You know what ecumenism means, religions coming together for a common cause. Martyrdom, of course, is when one dies for one's faith. There's an ecumenism of martyrdom, according to Pope Benedict, in that we're coming together more in defense of those who are suffering from the faith, whether they be Jews, whether they be Christians. And we can't forget temperate, moderate Islam, too. One of my best friends is the Archbishop of Jos in Nigeria, Archbishop Ignatius Kaigama, right smack dab in the middle of where Boko Haram is macheting his people and burning his churches. And what he will remind me is that they're also attacking Islam. And when an Islamic mosque is burned down, my Catholic people help them. When one of our churches is burned down, they come, because this hatred doesn't represent people of real, genuine religion. So there are signs of hope, huh?
Yes, there are, and that's what true. No, you're not. It's wonderful, but that's what true Christianity is. And I know we have to move on, but I wanted to ask you. Both of you are so respected. I know Father Lincoln is in the community, and you are as well. What do you see you'd like to leave as your legacy, each one of you?
Well, I think we'd like to see as our legacy that we brought people closer to God. All right, we have a beautiful word in our Catholic vocabulary called a pontiff. Now, it's one of the words that we use for the Pope, the pontiff sometimes, but it actually applies to any priest. And what does pontiff mean? Pontiff means a bridge builder. It's our sacred responsibility to build a bridge between God and humanity, between this world and the next. So I guess our legacy means we want to bring people closer to God. We won't know how successful we are until, with the mercy of God, we get to heaven. And then we're going to see the people who we hope, because of our humble, often awkward attempts to preach, to celebrate the sacraments, to become a vehicle of the mercy of Jesus, to baptize, to give people the Holy Eucharist, to guide people when they're dying. Then we'll see if it worked or not. Then we'll see if there's citizens of heaven.
And Patti, when we get to preach, like we just celebrated Mass where there was an honest 1600, that is a huge privilege. It's a privilege to be a priest. It's exciting. And when you get to talk to that many people, you just hope and pray that you're really reaching some. And His Eminence is correct. We won't know till we get to heaven. And but we're doing our best here on earth, and it's exciting to preach the gospel of Jesus. That's what we're all about.
Well, thank you both so much. This has been such an honor for me, and just God bless you both. Thank you.
She's better than Barbara Walters.
Oh, please.